Hey guys, welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. If I remember correctly, I'm looking for clues. A cow hung I don't even know that word, from a tree branch. Large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There is no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right. Ooh, brochures! There are travel destination ideals here. I like amusement parks, carnivals, hotels, restaurants, and Maker, look at this. There's a couple maps here. Seems to be a maps of library car. The books are categorized by game, which lists here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Let's take the brochure about a cave. About a cave too. Looks they're stalactites. Nah, I'll leave it. Oh, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness of poor cave. That's the point. But this is not even my most amount of water. This is just a fraction of the water I have access to in this room right now. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding, but Rose pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creased. They're open too far. This kid feels empathetic about everything. I know, I like that. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd like to finish some of the countries. They're lots of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds like a perfect vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagania. If you've been there. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. The group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Woo! I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the books. All the tile books, exceedingly. It's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some of these books have fallen on the ground and everything, but every book on this shelf is in alphabetical order but this one. As a user's user guide, the Magician Express. The train we're currently on. Do you think somebody found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of that. What's a bright red book? Oh, yuck. This week's the evil science Dr. Eggman. Yep. This is Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. I mean, he's called Dr. Eggman for a reason, ain't he? something's always in the trash can. Then check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Nigger, were you said there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Nigger, you're unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Sounds like an insult. Oh, poor thing, the arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These shoes are really comfortable, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Baker, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. That's a horrible analogy. So many books on again, I wish I had picked them up. Sad, oh. Chef supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon. Shadow left the library car. He locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason why he's doing this. We should make a note. Yeah, I believe we should. I think we found enough clues. Let's go and take... yeah. Frick, Vector. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but I'm confisted my meat cleaver before getting on here. You actually try to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on me, you'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. So, you two don't believe it? So you two don't believe us, eh? It's not that. I don't trust either of you. But I would be a proper detective without examining the viability of your alibis. Mickey and I are just here to confirm two things. Like Victor, you're left to go play with Knuckles, and if Espresso really was reading a library card, Victor, we'll get started with you. Why did you leave the library card to visit Knuckles? We were prepared to press the evidence in need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't even entertaining him, so it seems Victor enjoyed being social. Plus, we were instructed to meet. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon, so I figured I'd go check it out. Seems to line up pretty well the information we're getting from Knuckles. That brings our attention. Dude, my throat's really dry for some reason. I don't know. I need Gatorade. Then that brings our attention to you. Espero. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Roche entered the library card and found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading. But were you actually reading this entire time? You were in the library car. Of course he was. Once Espresso started reading, he didn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. You must be good reading. What's the book? Espresso doesn't owe you that, detective. My Mona. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you want to talk, I have a hunch on what book you might have been reading. Maker, could you help me out? Alright, Maker, what book? Obviously. Manual. You think it was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Okay, so I picked the right one. Okay, so it kind of depends on... I would have had enough. The fact that this actually changes depending on what your name is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. No! Don't ask the question I just made. Question not. There were books scattered around the floor, but the remaining books on the shelf were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning somebody at the very least picked that manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. The lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Sparrow. Hey now, I would have insulted my pal thick. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well. I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Marjorie Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Maker, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espero some question about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz him to prove that I read it. Let's make sure I quiz him on. Page 362. Okay, what effect an extreme acute technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms during this event can perform any variant of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. The robotic arm can also detect weapon or explosives being brought onto the train to ensure passenger safety. Seems like a sparrow wasted that question, Maker. In with another one. Okay, which page should I choose from? 15. What is smart training says? Consider a policy. No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, this person who made the rule must have been over 65. Last one, Maker. 402. What was the implement support conductor duties at E's General Training? An intelligent data processor system that works in tandem with the conductor makes sure the travel is smooth for the guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without a conductor present. Now, did I pass the test? Yeah. Totally. It's wild that you remembered all that. You were able to retain that information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I swear, my hair is itching. I don't know why. I don't know if he's bragging about that. You clearly read the manual, but answers feel far too specific to be guessed. And both that, none of that, my buddy wasn't like that. I want to be supportful to read. You have to admit, reading through the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if it's true. Questions. No, I understand. Everybody's caution attitude. Vector was the one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to sustain despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can't... Is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back that up. Maker? You always put me on the spot. Okay. Piece of evidence. Shadow's log. Please pray. Why does that have to do with anything? I mean, that would be obvious. That means multiple people were through here. I think I've lost more rings than I'm gaining from this tactic. Yeah, dang it. I wonder, does something happen depending on how many times, like, I fail? Is there, like, a consequence? What? God, I'm bad. Wait, I figured out how to get to those rings. I feel dumb for not figuring that out sooner. No, you are not taking this from me. Yay! Shadow walked through the library card to get to the saloon, where he originally high school on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating the high scores long. Croc's a natural games. As Hero said, he saw Shadow enter the library, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector, his brother was fully seated, reading his book for a good while at that point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the car where he left the saloon. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and his brother didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, simply slip up. I was just fully immersed in my book and I didn't notice. You're telling me the sound of a door opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, yeah, you see, I insist as far as desperate here. So you did see Shadow returning to unlock all of the doors. Then at the moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Esparro leave Shadow locking the door and no one else saw Esparro? It's a mystery, my dear Maker. One that I'd love for Esparro to solve. You gotta be believing me. I was so involved in my book, I didn't know Shadow passion by library car, honest. Maker returned, he even had to tap on my shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask again, Esparro. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't... No, can't interrupt Tails. He's on to something. Hello. Baker, my favorite beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers on board. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuit will be treacherous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. How to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. Library map. Oh, I see. See, these exits, they're right across from a straight point. The Shadow walked down a straight path. There's a way Sparrow and Shadow couldn't have seen another. Looks like you have a point. Wait, where you exactly on the map, you mean? Not where could Sparrow have been like a Shadow couldn't see me. Interesting. That's where I'll sit and read my book. I can second this. My return as Sparrow was in that same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Sparrow couldn't have seen any of them at this point because a bookcase was in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen a Sparrow or vice versa. That makes a lot of sense. Wouldn't mention it. Shadow returned to Sparrow. That there's no way you would have been able to see him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for all our questioning. We did it at a pair alibi validation. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, seems the door next car's open. Amy must have kept it open when she walked through earlier. Well, then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espresso. Give him heck, and if you need any meat chops, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murder is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock, tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in caboose. At this point, I'm pretty confident in our ability that we're really doing this. Come on, Maker, let's see what's the next. Coming. Let's check the time. We're at 24 minutes. Oh my. The mystery calls. Okay. Oh, this is a banger. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Rose, there you are. We have a lot to say to you. We visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My. Talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you brought the microwave master with you. Ah, please, don't let that be my legacy. Dude, I love this! The charming writing. The charming writing. Tails is right. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Tell him, Rose. We're gonna need the help. Please. Alright, I've been hunting for the treasure rumor that to be stored here on the train. Treasure? They certainly didn't tell me about treasure in the interview. Since I'm part business tycoon, part previewer of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell them what it is, Rouge. Alright, well, it's a forage chow egg. Wow. Oh, I get it. Like a crochet egg, but a chow egg just... Wait! Does that mean chow omelets exist? Ooh. No, oh my! God, that means chow omelets exist! Oh my god, that makes what I said earlier sound horrible. Oh my. I swear, if you're saying it's those little birds that they take the egg from, I swear, if a chow gets a crochet egg, that means the omelet equivalent would be chow eggs. And that scares me. Oh my. Wow, that does sound extravagant. Please tell me, you accepted Amy's birthday invite only to find the egg? The woman can have multiple goals that give Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of. She wrote me into the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train for... I decided that the Fabergé chow egg is here in the train cart. Are locked in a safe. Wait, so treasure real, but it's actually here. And what did your manager... What do you manage to find, Rose? Oh well, why don't you take a look. Found the train blueprints in the library car with the safe code written on it. The score of a lifetime. The train blueprint. Please, Rouge, let us see it. Fine. Finders keepers, sweetheart. There's a problem. We need to assistant. What kind of problem? The elevator behind the security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé chow egg, but we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chances of success grow with everyone's help. So you want us to help you sleep the Fabergé chow egg? Please, you have a problem with this. I see no issue here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her lore card might be influencing your decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Hey, Gerb, do you have an opinion on this? What? It's either stealing is for squares, or it's time for a 5-figure discount. I have two opinions on stealing. The one that I usually say, but I'm being funny, is it's not stealing if you don't get caught. And my second thing is, it all depends. If you stole like a freaking PlayStation 5, You should keep it! Imagine how hard that was! If it's like a bubble gum, it's like, I don't really care. But if it's like a gun, it's like, there's something wrong with you. Oh, it depends on the thing. You know, it depends, mainly. Stealing is for squares, or... what am I feeling right now? I love this game. You know what? 5-finger discounts. Well, I suppose it both Blaze and me. But if both Blaze and me are in. Okay, let's get that Fabergé Chow 8. And that's my ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now, we must plan. Well, we're getting over our time limit, boys. So, see you in the next one. Bye!